Hello Patreons and welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the Fast Castle Fire Lancer Rush with the Jerchins. This is such a fun strategy to use and one that's actually incredibly strong. I put the strategy on the level of like Huang Rush and Red Foster Rushes when it comes to all-ins and Castle Edge. It really is that powerful. But I'd go even a step further and say that this rush is actually better than those two strategies because number one, I think it's a little less predictable because Jerchins also have a really strong scout rush that you can go for. And it's not really that popular or that known at the moment. It's not very widespread. So your opponent shouldn't suspect anything out of the blue. And on top of that, I think that you don't need to go for an all-in and stop making villagers. This strategy actually has a way to have 5 farms set up in Castle Age, so you can continue making villager production from one town center, which keeps your economy flowing to a relatively decent degree. It's not going to be a big economy, but you're at least playing the game. It's not an all-in strat, which I absolutely love. Let me show you guys the build order here real quick, but first I have a quick note. This strategy only works reliably on Deer Arabia generations. Unfortunately, you could make it work with Chickens Arabia, but it's a lot less reliable, it's a lot more risky, and things can go very wrong on Chicken Arabia because you have to afford that extra mill and it's also quite exposed. So it can get messy. So my take is that it only works on Deer Arabia, but this is what I have for you. It always works on Deer Arabia. The minimum gen you can get is 2 deers. On Deer Arabia, you can get 2, 3, or 4 deer. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do the rush with only 2 deer. Let's go ahead and hop right in. So I've got my color-coded PDF on the side, the same one you guys are using, of course. And we're going to start with 6 on food and 4 to wood. Here's where it gets a little interesting, though. So you're going to go 4 to wood. So you kind of have to know it's going to be a Deer Arabia or a Chickens Arabia before you get to the 4th fill on wood. Because if you want a scout rush, if it's a Chickens Arabia, you want to know before you put the 4th fill on wood. If you do 3 vills on wood, you can still scout rush to a decent degree, but you can't really scout rush if you are going 4 to wood. I mean, you still can, but it's a little slower. You're going to be like 20 pop, and it's not going to be the same effectiveness, all right? So keep that in mind. But an easy way to know if it's going to be deer or chicken is just to do a quick loop around your base with your scout. If you see chicken, it's Chicken Arabia. If you don't see chicken, it's most likely Deer Arabia, because deer are always further away. And here we go. I spotted the deer, so there they are. So 6 to food. Don't worry about things decaying. We are the Jerchins. These animals do not decay, so you can just eat them all in advance if you really wanted to. Wouldn't change a thing. And I'm not scouting with sheep just to show you guys that you can always find if it's chickens or deer. Even without sheep scouting, all you have to do is keep your scout moving in a loop, in a circle around your base, and you'll find everything. All right, cool. So kind of just simplifying it, showing you that it will work under every circumstance and for every range of players. It's actually a pretty easy strategy to do. Might take a little bit of practice, but it's really not too hard. All right, and here we have boars, and so I just lured 2 deer, and with boar, this is basically the least amount of food I can get on an Arabia deer generation, okay? Sometimes you get buffaloes, which are more than sheep. Sometimes you get boars that are, elephants that are more than boars. The reason why we go 4 to wood is just because it's the best way to make the build order smooth. It's just good. All right, so continue scouting. I'm going to go around and lure my 2 deer now. I'm still missing 2 sheep, but I assume they're either back here or on this side. So no problem. Focus on the lure. Nextville, house, then mill. And yes, you can lure your deer, your boar earlier if you wanted to. You have no decay, so I can go get the next boar right away if I wanted to. Changes nothing. All right. So like I can just get it now. It really just doesn't change anything. So one makes a house, then mill and berries. And then the next we'll go ahead and grab the boar, and then we'll lure the 2 deer in. So I got 3 deer here in this generation, but I'm only going to use 2 of them. Cool. Fairly chill. Good. Again, nothing's decaying, so this looks like it's super messy, but it's actually not. It's actually perfectly efficient, which is fantastic. Let's talk about why Jerchins for this strat. So technically, you could use any Fire Lancer Civ, but Jerchins, in my opinion, do it the best because you can go up so fast, because you don't need any farms, you don't even need the berries that much, because your hunt doesn't decay. And I think that bonus alone makes the Jerchins the best for the fast cast of Fire Lancer Rush. But on top of that, their Fire Lancers attack 20% faster, which is huge because the Fire Lancers themselves can actually break buildings. I showcased this strategy in a YouTube video not too long ago as well. And in that video, you're able to see that the Fire Lancers are the ones breaking the buildings. You don't even need the siege necessarily. Make the second house at some point. I'm going to skip that deer because, again, I'm doing it with minimum 2. Because some Arabia gens, you do get 2 deer. But, of course, if you wanted to lure extra deer, you can. I always just show you guys the minimum possible setup. So, yeah, no one complains that they couldn't do the build if they got scammed. Like, they only got 2 deer instead of 3. So, 2 deer, you'll be fine. So if you can't do the build, it's because you suck. Is basically what I'm trying to say here. Wait, hold on. 2 more to hunt on the TC, and then you wanna go for 2 berries. Excuse me, I was distracted. Again, it doesn't really matter too much because the hunt doesn't decay, so it should be fine. Alright, we want to have 10 on the hunt, so 4 more to berries. There we go, and then the last 3 to gold. So this guy should go to gold as well. Alright, just have to fix that real quick. You want to have 10 on hunt, so you just keep spamming to hunt until you have 10. We got 10 bills. Alright. Take multiple sheep at once, which is good. And you go 3 to gold. Loom up. Always get loom, don't skip it. You can't skip it. That's way too risky to skip it. And there it is, 22 bills plus 2. So on the way up, you do nothing. Nothing different. All you have to do now is just watch out that you don't get destroyed by his early aggression. So if he's going to go... Well, you have to find your opponent. That's number 1. But if he's going to go men-at-arms or something and you're scared of that, what you can do is just wall in your gold, like this. Couple walls and you're safe here. Like one wall, you're safe. Same thing you can do for the wood if you really want to. You do this, that, and that's it. And I have this written in the PDF as well. And the cool thing is, if you get pressured off the berries, you can just abandon the berries and go to the sheep. In that case, you might need to make some extra farms or something, but nothing crazy. It should be completely fine. All right. When you finish your 2 sheep, you're gonna actually send these bills to the wood line. All right. We're gonna make a second lumber camp actually. Because we're going to need a lot of those. And the 2 bills that come out of the town center will go straight to the gold, okay? Alright, and we're going to go market blacksmith as soon as we get up to the next stage. And you want to do them with wood bills. Alright, so as you can see, you finish these guys up. So you make a lumber camp. And you're also going to go ahead and make a market blacksmith. Market blacksmith. There we go. You guys go to wood, and the 2 bills that come out will go straight to the gold. So this is quite tight, as you can see, with the minimum possible scenario of the 2 deer. It's not an easy build by any means, but it's not the hardest one in the world. Like, you're still gonna get up. And here's the good part: if you want, you could sell the stone. You could sell your stone, buy 100 food. But if you can save it, making a tower is pretty damn good. So here we just drop off and get 800 food, and you're good to go. Alright, so under the minimum circumstances, you can always make the build work. Now, if you need to make a couple farms, make them. Who cares? Alright, you can make them. But the idea is that you want to set up your economy in a way where you have a ton of wood now to work with, because we need to make the 2 houses. So on the, the 2 barracks. So on the way up, we're going to go ahead and make 2 barracks. By the way, the villas from the town center will go towards the gold now. So the wood we're spamming right now is to be able to afford the Fire Lancers and the 2 barracks and the forward siege. You need a lot of wood. And this is super cheesy, by the way. Like, we have literally nothing on food except the berries. This is why I like Jurgens for it. But by the way, here, if you get kicked off berries, like earlier, you would have to probably sell stone or make some farms. You would get delayed. But the important thing is, if you get delayed, don't be like so stubborn to follow the book and be like, oh, I can't make any farms because Hera said skip farms. No, the skip farms is only if you're undisturbed. If you need to make farms, look, you have the wood, just make some farms. It doesn't matter. All right? So now we have enough gold and enough wood to be able to make the Fire Lancers, as you can see in a second. And we also have enough food to make villas because we have 5 on on berries. It's literally insane. Like the 5 on berries, it's 5 for a reason. It's not 4, it's 5 for a reason. Because it's the perfect number to make those, which is amazing. We're gonna get rushed here, and this is fantastic. Like, look, it's coming. Fight back with villas. If you have to run away, you run away. This is obviously AI. It's not gonna be the best rush ever, but you just defend yourself with the lances. Villas that come out go towards the gold. We get the 1 armor on the lancers because this is gonna make them really good versus all feudal units, including archers. I mean, I guess archers are not the best, but they're playable. You have your scout to defend yourself here. Lancers coming out. And yeah, lancers come out and it's just like, you can just defend yourself so easily. If you need to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tower my gold. I had to tower just to be safe. All right? So I towered my gold. From this position, you want to send a Vil forward. So I don't need these walls anymore. And you want to go ahead and make a forward siege workshop in a strategic location. Probably somewhere like this. You want it to really be as close forward as possible. And you keep spamming lancers. And you can afford villagers. I got a bit disturbed. So you know what? I got a bit disturbed. I'm going to just pull off, make a couple extra farms. Since my berries got disturbed. That's it. It's really just that simple. The build letter is a guide. It's not scripture, guys. You can look at it, see a few things, get inspired, but you don't need to follow it letter by letter, okay? They're just insane. Like, I think this unit's absolutely cracked. Again, it doesn't die to scouts because you have the extra damage against them. It doesn't die to archers because you have the gunshots, and you're also pretty strong and tanky. All right, forward here. After the berry bills run out, it's very important. We're gonna make 5 farms, usually around the town center. My bad. The build says to make it around the town center because it's better. To make up to 5 farms. I already made 2 earlier, so this guy can go to. This guy's weak. Whatever, he'll just stay on straggler. Keep sending to gold or wood. Send to gold or wood now, whatever you need. At some point, you want to get squires as well. But take a look at the strat. It's literally so strong. All right, you get your rocket cart. This Vil could just make some houses now. You can always afford them, by the way. They're brain dead cheap. Like, they cost literally nothing. They cost 40 wood, 45 gold, which is insanely low. Take a look at this archer. All you have to do is literally group up, pop him. With 5, you can one-shot him. I think. I don't know the exact number, but I think 5 you can one-shot. And here's the good thing: if he's walled, you can eat the walls. So pretend he's walled for a second. Pretend I have to break through this house, for example. Look how fast this house will go down. It's actually unfair. And then you go for the blacksmith. You let this guys cook on the buildings. It's legitimately unfair. Like, this is a broken strat. If it works. Yeah, if you get punished beforehand, you have to defend. It's a little hard, but if it works to this point, and you're outside your opponent's base this fast, I genuinely think it's broken. At some point, you want to squeeze in squires. This tech is super important. My opinion is you should just buy for it. Just buy 100 food for it. And again, the best part is here. Look, I still make Vils. My strategies are not the same as the Huang and Red Foster strategies, and I make a big point to do that. No disrespect to them, but there's a reason why their strategies get hard stuck around 2300, 2400. There's a reason. It's not because they're bad players. They're actually quite reasonably good players, but their strategies are too all in. So as soon as they face players that can counter the strats, there's no flexibility, there's no backup plan. With this strat, there's always a backup plan because my economy back home is flowing. It's not as all in as their strategies, and I think that's something that I always make. I never do all-in strats 100%. I don't like it. I think it's horrible. Right. I think it's fun and it's cheesy, but yeah, not more than that. Yeah, it's just broken. You just 10 Vils, whatever you want. Wood. I have 0 eco upgrades, by the way. You can get arson if you want, by the way. I think this upgrade is really good. And you can do like a mix of camping your siege, but you can also like raid with them because it's a reasonably good raid unit. Arson can come in as well. You can add in a forward barracks if you want. Or you can start playing towards your economy. If the rush is slowing down, you can start adding in some economy. I just lost 2 lances to the TC. And I don't think it's that uncommon that you can kill your opponent's TC before he hits Castlage. At low elo especially, I think you can do that. It's not that uncommon. The higher elo you go to, it should be impossible, but I mean, it depends. If he goes full feudal to try to counter you, then it will be possible. But yeah, take a look at this. I mean, the Fire Lance is just an insane unit. You just walk in, you get your gunshot, and then you can chase down Vils. You counter Knights, by the way. Knights are not even a problem. And if they are, you can just add in a Monastery. Alright, use the market. It's your best friend. It's just amazing. It literally is just amazing. So that's pretty much the end of the build. From here, I have a bunch of information as to how you can follow up the build and how you can follow up the strategy. In my opinion, 90% of your game should end one way or another. Either you win or lose at this point, but usually you try to win at this point. And then the games that go longer than this, you can just transition to a boom and play towards the really strong Jurchen late game. So that's it for the build. Last thing I want to say for this game is that this strategy could work with some of the other Fire Lancer civs, but I consider Jurchens to be the best one for the strat. It's the safest fast castle, and it's also the best civilization to have a strong late game afterwards. All the other civs have a weaker late game than Jurchens in a standard 1v1 Arabia, but the second best civ is probably Koreans, and then Vietnamese to do the strategy. Chinese and Khitans also have Fire Lancers, but they are the worst for a fast castle because their bonuses just don't line up for it. So Jurchens for me are the best, but some of the other civs can also do quite well. By the way, one last thing worth mentioning as well, Fast Castle Grenadier is way worse than Fast Castle Fire Lancer because they cost food and it's not really the same. It's not really the same strength as the Lancer. So I just figured I'd mention that. And also you die tonight, so it's actually quite weak to everything. So yeah, Fast Castle Fire Lancer, that's where it's at. Let me know how this strat goes for you guys. Best of luck. Thank you guys for the continued support on Patreon. And as always, have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's take a look at the perfect uptime. Ooh, 2 seconds late. I should retire. But my fuel age was perfect though, at least. Alright, take care guys. Peace.